Oh, spam with the first. He just happened to be in the bathroom. Nice. Hey Zoom. How's the new plays? It's good. I'm doing a test stream. This is my first. I was like trying to see if like the internet cut out, if my WoW DCs kind of it feels. So far, it feels normal. We don't have any team keys planned today, so I'm just doing random world content. I think I'm gonna do. I'll do one of these ritual sites. This brew. You're clicking it in, hack? Dang. Why don't you just get beat? Yo, Anhack, my question to you is, do you have notifications on for the stream? Like to your phone? I gotta level the playing field, because that's what that is what Smanferos does. Your 3-year mod birthday? You couldn't share it, huh? Am I swapping mains to monk? I have no idea. Maybe. I'm swapping to dragon? That's also possible. What spec am I? Am I playing... I'm playing Shadowpan. I don't know what this build is. My damage meter's off randomly. Alright, let me swap to... Oh, I can't until my new Zal's off cooldown. We'll just wait. I kind of prefer playing Master Harmony because I feel much more self-sufficient. like Shadow Pan needs a healer. Because it's better at like taking less damage. But it doesn't really have like the self-sustain. I feel like as Master of Harmony, I could like solo tank a 21 without ever getting healed. Oh, Morning Evil, how you doing? I pulled too crazy. What does this do for me? My first two deaths will not expect or affect his final spoils. Evil, thanks for the resub. Have you been today? Got to pug Mythic Chimeras every day this week. And pugs are getting worse. Oh. If you can get into one of the groups that like require that you killed the boss already, I feel like those always go smooth. Speaking of, I'll probably need to get one of those done on my druid this week. 25 people going down. Oh, yeah, not even going down at all is very unfortunate. Need help with gearing? I would say start with delves. Delves are really efficient for what they are. Because you can get a bunch of hero track pieces if you just do your bountifuls. And then you're probably strong enough to do like +10s after that. Oh, you have the gear. That's really love you too, man. You know what to pick? Oh, sure. What's up? Like your vault? Or where you're bonus rolling or something? Oh, too much in your bag. Well, the general rule with them is like, well, like what spec are you? Are you survival? Yeah. Well, in general, you just want like as much mastery as you can. And the second stat on the gear, like you want either crit or haste. Preferably crit most of the time. Yeah, no problem. Is the set feet and waist better on or what I have? What I'm wearing is what's best for me. Like I just simmed all my options and what I'm wearing is my number one output, I guess. I think. If you're confused on like what you can wear too, the set does sim higher for some people. I think it depends on the rest of your stats or something. I'm not entirely sure what can cause it, but simming it will be like the only way to really know. Nice. I completed ritual sites, which means I can buy this mount now.
We shall not falter. What needs bring you here?
What are these that I just unlocked? Oh, there's paragons with these people. Interesting. Yeah, it doesn't unlock the
Glory to the Sindora.
cheaper one.
Sun chase your shadows.
Sinu Amanore. With perseverance, strength. Aliel Shalom.
My goods are one of a kind. Treat my wares with care.
Victory lies ahead.
I need a good hunting partner. You interested?
You will not find a better bargain.
You just attempted poking your first 22 and it ended quick. Wow, you two-chested it? Dang. Was it like first pull? We've actually had a bunch of random, like, tank deaths and stuff in the start of a key. I think, was it yesterday? No, it would have been 2 days ago. I didn't play yesterday. What was it? We got a 23 of something, and I think Squish got one shot on the first pull. Whatever it was. I think it was Caverns. I think it was like the first 4 guys. And we were just like, all right. Oh no, it was Academy. It was Academy. He like got one shot by like the first guys on the gather. And we all just like stood there like now what do we do? It was first boss MC. I don't know, it was just messy somehow. You think some people get in their head. Get the next level up. Yeah.
One moment.
That boss is actually, a lot of bosses are deceptively hard. Like that one's one where a lot of people kind of just troll that boss. You know, the barrage. Well, I don't know. First, there's like a positional requirement where like you can't get hit by the charge when someone else is going to the trap. Usually that doesn't matter, but randomly you'll just have deaths to that, and it's just like, oh, like I wasn't thinking about it. I was trying to do big damn because we're a key level up. We gotta make the timer, and they just like zone out for a mechanic they never cared about. Or the barrage, yeah. Barrage does like so much damage. You like first whoever gets it needs to personal, and you need to pre-spread beforehand, because if you don't pre-spread, you'll kill someone else. Like if you're ever juggling like dancing around each other and stuff, like you'll just lose someone. First boss cavern caught you off guard on barrage your first time. Yeah, I have an alarm on my bigwigs set for that mechanic so that whenever I get it, I know to instantly wall and like stay still. And if anyone else is in it, they like run away because they don't hear the alarm. That's the way we do it. But that will actually like healers don't know to heal it sometimes. Like if they're doing like a whole key jump, like maybe they didn't realize just how hard it was to heal it, or maybe the person who got it didn't wall it in the past because they didn't realize how dangerous it was either. Try to get down, they sprint around, it goes on multiple people and the healers. Yeah, it snowballs so hard. A lot of easy bosses are like that in high keys. Like they'll just snowball, and like at some point it's like, wait, this mechanic matters. Like how are we gonna handle this? Another one is like first boss seat. A lot of people don't know or like aren't prepped for it. I'm in the wrong section. I don't like that it always defaults to midnight. I feel like it should always default to current season. Anyway, seat first boss. You know, there's like a, where is it? He like jumps at someone. I think it's Decimate. Yeah. He like jumps at someone and you can dodge the thing. And in 23, you have to do that. Most people do, or you get one shot. A one shot, or it will one shot me. It one shots walks. So you have to either disjoint it or defensive it when he jumps on you. Also, yeah, the little ads, people will pull them in for like healing funnel or like damage funnel on that boss. And they also explode when they die. And that overlapping with anything else will one-shot them too. So like maybe they're used to living the big one-shot. All their names, like, I need to read them. Right. Crashing Void. This is the one-shot. So you need to make sure you live this. But if there's guys exploding, you also need to like make sure you live that plus that. All right. The slam also does so much damage that typically what you do is you want to make sure you live this with as little as possible, and then you like pool defenses for this, and then you disjoint all of the estimates. Like you just have to disengage out of them because they'll just one-shot you, Natty. Bombs for garbage. They also hit the tank really hard. So if your tank's not used to like taking that much damage from them, like they can randomly die too, like during the tank hit, or if the champions are still up from the start and they don't realize it. Because like those champions, when you get hit by the boss, if they ever charge you during that boss, you're probably dead as the tank. Because there's so much tank damage at that like early point where all the guys are hitting you. But then also the boss attack can like overlap with like other melees, and that's pretty bad too. So like the parts of bosses that you like think are like super easy and stuff, at some key level they're not. And that's kind of the fun part about M+, I think. Because everything is just always scaling. Things that like you kind of just have to assume everything that happens could one-shot you at some level. And maybe you never reach that level. Maybe it's like, oh, in a 30 it'll one-shot you, but like we're never gonna hit 30, so that doesn't matter. But it's still interesting to think about, because at any point they could tune something up or like something like that. Because you could like imagine different versions of bosses. Like first boss Skyreach, I feel like this one's pretty chill. Like even in 23, like the Gale Search, what doesn't one-shot me, Natty. And the blades, I don't really have to cool down them. I just rotate them to make it easier for my healer. But like hypothetically, like I can live this fight without hitting a single defensive. But imagine if this fight was just, you know, we get to 24. Now all of a sudden I might get one shot by Gale Surge, and I might also need to like defensive every Phantom Blades too. You feel bad for every mage, they're so squishy. Yeah, it was They just lost everything at once. And hunters left, or like have everything that they had. Essentially. It's kind of crazy. Why do your BM sims say that PL is 5% higher damage in AoE and DR is higher than 2% on single target? Might have to do with the stats that you have. It could be why. Yeah, maybe your trinkets too. BMDR should be more single target and like 1% less AoE. 5% more AoE is like, I just like pulled up the numbers, but my DR is 4% ahead on single target and 1% behind on AoE. Like to PL. Your haste is like 380. That could be it. My haste is like 600-ish. There's like a good breakpoint around like 300. I don't really know what the breakpoint is, like what it's actually doing, but I noticed that my sims like shoot up a lot if I hit like around 600.
I don't think so.
I got Valyria to max. Big.
I can't use that item yet.
You're excited for the next Nemesis boss? Yeah, they're very hit or miss. Like sometimes they just own.
The service here is a bit slow.
But I find also sometimes they're just like not as fun. One thing that I think that they should do is make it last the whole week instead of making it first 1000 or whatever the number was this time. Because you know how Hall of Fame works for raid? It like ends on the reset. I think there was a huge oversight with like them not letting people get it after work or something. I feel like that was really weird. Like people would get home from work and then it already had closed and they're like, well, how was I supposed to even get this? Was I supposed to really take off work like to go for this one achievement? You did? The thing is not everyone can, and I feel like I don't know. I feel like that's kind of sus, like to require it, you know?
Remember,
Dedicated or unemployed.
recovery. What have you learned lately?
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's a little tough. I hope it's more accessible in the future. That's my only gripe with it. I think it's a cool concept because week one in general of doing it is pretty fun
The pleasure is mine. They'll never see.
because it's like the same difficulty all week. Was been a cheese fest. He was doing keys. Yeah, and also even if you take the day off, and even if like you do, right? There's no reason to like, I don't know. I feel like you were better off like either raiding that day or doing keys, you know? Like you're actually kind of screwing yourself over if you took a long time to do it. There were people that went in and like tried to fight the boss for a couple hours on reset. And like they could have just done a bunch of keys. It should be a lot easier with the gear we're starting with this season. Yes and no, like they can just tune it to be harder, you know? Because Kaiveza was probably the hardest one they've ever released, and we went into it with like full Undermine tier. Like they do with time walking. Well, that's how old time walking worked. They got rid of that because people would cheese it. Like you could just wear like wad trinkets that made you invincible. Or like something. Only current X-Pack. Yeah. Like Final Fantasy style.
Keep an eye out for anything interesting.
You can't win unless they tune it for every spec. I will say, so Hunter had BM Hunter.
Your expertise.
That was pretty easy at doing it. Like you could kind of just do it as BM regardless of your eye level. But I did swap Brewmaster because it was even easier on Brewmaster. And so I just logged over to Brewmaster. I two-shot it because I accidentally I accidentally died like really early on one of the runs. I went back in and then basically one-shot it. And then went back to gearing keys on my Hunter, and then later that night like two-shot it on my BM Hunter. But I didn't want to like learn how to prog it on my BM Hunter because I knew my Brewmaster's just really good at doing that kind of boss. Because you can just dodge every like one shot at the end. So it was like pretty chill. And then I logged over to my Rester Druid. Yeah, like what Simple's talking about. And then I also one-shot it because doing it on healer was like an absolute joke.
To research? Let me know what you find.
So I don't know. Some specs just had it really easy. And then I remember like Wallet, like the way he ended up doing it, our dev evoker, he just like spammed like Azure Strike and like ran in a circle around the room for like 15 minutes. This priest, you mind control the mobs and they kill the boss? Oh yeah, that happens. Yeah.
Many deals for a friend of the Rummels that seem like you.
I don't know, there's just so many like weird, quirky ways to do it. I feel like if you just have all week, it like is totally fine. Like I think that's the only change that you need to do. Just allow people to have a whole week. If they need to make a new character, you know, let them. Maybe they need to gear up another character. Their main can't do it that week for whatever reason. Maybe it's too hard on their main. And I don't know. Like that's the only solution that I think caters to everyone. Because you can still like link the date of your achievement. Like that's the part that is fun. Like for me, rating, I've never really cared about getting Hall of Fame, but the date of the Hall of Fame is kind of neat. It's like, oh, like 429 or 408 for this one, whatever. That's what that matters to me. Is there a rule when using feign to dodge the bait in AA? Because it's kind of RNG. No, just do it as fast as you can. Basically. Oh, that's funny. It tells you that these are all Alliance Hall of Fames. This is also another good example of that, though, because these are all within the Horde Hall of Fame, except maybe Ashara. I know our later ones are all in the Horde one. But it lets us know that these are all Alliance ones.
Anguish still lingers on you.
Alliance Hall of Fame training wheels. Yeah. Back when the Alliance and Horde split still existed, all we cared about was like if we got it within the date of the Horde one. That was what we were shooting for. But then it would close on Alliance like 4 or 5 weeks later. Like after the Horde one or something. It was just like always so crazy. Someone in your old guild trash because we advertised as Hall of Fame and didn't say Alliance. Oh no. Let's fight this guy.
This one burns rather brightly.
Good for you.
Extinguish their flame.
Your world 600, you should probably assume it's Alliance. Definitely, yeah. No world. I don't know. There's no way where that isn't going to be Alliance. Any chance I hit up my Blizz contact and demand them bring back 2 hands? Or 2 one-hand weapons? Or MM and BM? Wait, you want to like dual wield as a ranged hunter? I've always thought that crossbows should be dual wielded, like Diablo DHs, dual wield crossbows. I always thought that'd be kind of cool.
Drain their anguish.
In the old days, you would have a ranged and a melee weapon. Oh, I see what you mean. You mean like in Classic, you had melee and ranged weapons at the same time. I see.
Let your believe your
The problem is, I think,
then make them regret every minute.
I mean, it would just require a bunch of. It's possible. So like the reason they don't do that is they change the scaling so that like having. So like my monk has a polearm, right? This would be the same polearm that my hunter would have. It'd be kind of like how Fury Warrior has 2 two-handers. It doesn't have to be sass, just the Mog. Yeah, they could do something like that. I don't know if their engine would support something like that, though.
Kill for me. Now.
Do you think that was like how Survival Hunter was born? Like that when they like differentiated the two of them. I think that's it. The Earthen Racial is a DPS loss. Yeah, have you looked at racial sims? Like for all of them? Earthen is like giga terrible. It's basically like you're playing without a racial.
Good luck, Grandmaster.
You're just forfeiting it.
Kill for me. Now! The scurrying rat has stopped to catch its breath. Eviscerate it.
You shouldn't look at it because you're locked into a movement race. That makes sense. Yeah, you just like void elf or goblin. Yo, in Shadowlands, if you had like Night Fae Blink or like Dora Shadows, would you still play a movement race? Or would you just double up on the movement? Like regardless of tuning, I guess. And some of the tier and the bosses. I remember in Painsmith, our shaman didn't have a way to get around the like one like the one line that like was lethal, you know what I'm talking about? And so we would he would donk it, or he would, I don't know, he would fleshcraft to live it or something. I forget exactly what it was. Or maybe he would like night face. I don't know. I don't know what actually happens. But I remember he like couldn't get across.
The brighter
We were progging it.
the more exquisite the burn.
Goblin and Velf are good reactive buttons. That makes sense. Okay, let's see. Which one of these do I still need? I don't think I need Growth Oz. Thalia, Gloom Song, and Ranger Swiftglade. Ranger Swiftglade's right here. There's Thalia. And there's Growth Oz. Okay, nice. One other one.
Not even the fast riders are immune to corruption and treachery.
Weapon transfer across your manager did a whole sheath unsheath option. I do think a lot of people would like what you're suggesting. It's definitely worth the suggestion, I think. I'm gonna upgrade my gaze for the time being. Yeah, I feel like I forgot what I was doing. Went over here. Oh, upgrading puzzle box might also be worth. Like that's actually just better. Am I gonna farm out another 5? Yeah, I should probably separate puzzle box. That way not to farm as much.
Catalog every newcomer. I want to know secrets among these latest arrivals.
Windwalker keys? Yeah, it's just I Windwalker in the alt raid a lot. Like I play all 3 specs in the alt raid. It just like flex to whatever we need for a boss. Like sometimes one of our tanks likes to swap to his Warlock for Chimeras, so I tank that fight. I DPS if I can. But then like you need 5 healers for Paladin, so I randomly like swap there. But I would say I typically need the Windwalker like most of the alt raid bosses. So upping the Windwalker piece is probably more worthwhile for me.
The den has been ravaged with vermin. If we deal with that problem, the elders will be more favorable with us. Take a Grimlings. They are always up for a meal.
Lesser manifestations escape from the rift. Send them back where they belong.
Word from praise that I consider worth doing.
Train their
I'm going for this achievement, but it's also good at getting the Ascendant Void Cores on alts. So like,
Bran asked to have you document the creatures of Herendar. You can borrow this beast to travel swiftly.
I can like knock out multiple things at once. That's typically my goal. If I'm farming this stuff, I might as well like try and get like some sort of power gain on my alts. Like this is my last. I need 1 more Void Core for my monk, at least for now. Yo, Simple, I had a question for you. What's your opinion on this trinket over Gaze for keys and raid on Mistweaver? So you'd play Litany and Suffuser. The conditional's cringe and hard to calculate. Do you think it's just better than Gaze though? Because like, I feel like Gaze requires like constant uptime. And if you ever leave melee, it can get kind of rough. If they're low, like below like 40% beats Alnsir. Is extra combat? Yeah. So like, and it's also mastery, which can be, I don't know, it's kind of like your worst stat. You ask anyone why they run it, they'll say it feels better. What would you do, Simple? Are you a Gaze enjoyer or are you a Suffuser enjoyer? You gonna try and Brazil? You don't have mythic yet? Wait, I'm pretty sure we gave... I've given like 2 suffusers to like alts in the main raid. Were you just like not on the right character, you think? Or something? I'm pretty sure I've done that like twice now. Think of all trinket power for only hard moments on bosses. Hmm. You said give to Sherwin. Yeah, that was one of them, and then there was another time where like maybe you just weren't in. I know we cycle healers in on certain bosses. But I'm pretty sure I gave it to like I don't know. Like check like Nat's bags or like Krakita's bags or something. Like some DPS has it as an off spec, I'm pretty sure somewhere. As well, on top of Sherman's new character. It was during Prague, you probably passed it. Maybe it was an early one. Oh, another rare's up. I still don't have a single one of these rare mounts. Morning, Hasminky. You have 2, they're so rare. Yeah, I have over 100 kills in each of the zones. Did you even check the int that it's giving? Is there a way to check like number of stats someone has? At any given point? You just see the stacks?
The scurrying rat has stopped to catch its breath. Eviscerate it.
You need to check everyone's health. Simple. You sound insane. Like 1 out of 500. Yeah, it feels bad. Let me grab some inscription knowledge. I gotta work on my alt profession levels a little bit. You'll say it feels better, you don't know what to say. Hmm. Am I crazy? Where's this thing? I wonder if the world quest is like phasing it or something. Yeah. I was thinking of going for that trinket simple essentially because there's a key Mistweaver that said they highly recommend it. But until that point, everyone's been telling me that trinket's trash. I was like, huh. I'll give you the numbers. It's just vibe based. Every time. There's no numbers. That's why I was wondering if you had the numbers. I think the 1% title is gonna go to result 21. I would say 21 Resil guarantee. There's a big power spike coming. I don't know exactly how big it'll be, but the 0.7 has another power spike. Point 1 is gonna be probably Resil 23s or something. It's hard to gauge with how much like borrowed power we're getting. If it'll include extra stamina. There's a Wowhead post about it. Let's read it together. I like flipped through it. Omnium Folio, I think is what it's called. Yeah, it was 21 days ago. So maybe some of it's out of date. So you get this quest. So the way it works simple is there's 5 different choice notes. And at the top you're picking like between like a main power and then like all of these like supplement it. Each note a week. Week 1. Yeah, it looks like there's 5 weeks of it. This is the first of these quests which requires no effort at all. Simply open the folio and then you pick either this one's proc based fire or stacking dot that's void. From there, each new weekly reset introduces another research assignment. So week 2 tells you to get ritualized arcana from ritual sites. So you just need to do ritual sites. And there's a new difficulty of ritual sites that come out. And there's heroic world tier. I don't know if that'll come into play. Each of the 6 scenario objectives, blah, blah, blah. Okay, it's just do a ritual site. It doesn't matter. Turning in this quest is now a new choice node. So Rune of Self-Mending is whenever you deal damage, you're healed if you're below 75% health. You have 3 choices. Okay, so this is suffering more than 10% of your health and a single hit gives you a shield that gives you some absorb, but also inflicts some damage to you. Every 30 seconds. And then speed enhancing just gives you 77 speed. So this is like a node that you might be interested in. The numbers are pretty small though. Like healing for 2,000. I also wonder, this probably procs after the damage, so it's not like one-shot protection. Just on Forge. I would probably just go for the speed. Speed's like an actual damage stat. If you're like, if I'm playing MM, like it just translates some more damage every time. First boss pit. Yeah. Okay, so the next week. So yeah, so this is what it looks like. There's just a triple choice node here. And these can be respec freely at any point. It looks like this post is there a more updated post? Oh wait, there's a more updated post. All right. Okay, row 1. Every 10 seconds, you attract a void touch orb up to 5, damaging an orb. An enemy sends all the orbs at them, dealing damage per orb. And then you can also heal with it, so it could be healing or damage. And then this is just proc-based fire. This is the one we already read. Let's see if they changed it all. It's the same. The numbers are bigger. It was like 75 in the last one. Okay, row 3. This one looks like it's not a choice note at all. Lingering Rune, your core rune now deals additional cosmic damage or additional healing over 8 seconds. So it just buffs the first choice that you made. Your hurry now favors hitting the targets that are unaffected by the Rune of Lingering. So like your proc can now like put like a dot or a hot as well. And then there's 4 choices here. So you get to pick either a crit proc for 10 seconds, just flat haste, flat mastery, or flat verse. I don't know the numbers. This is weird that all the others look like they're flat stats, and then this one's just like a proc. Oh well. Yeah, this one seems pretty useful. And then row 5 is damage and healing of your core rune is increased by 100%. So it just doubles node 1. And this one is the damage of your Rune of Lingering is increased by 100%. So it doubles row 3. So either you like the raw. This is just like a sim question, I'm pretty sure. Oh, there's also a third one. Your core rune leaves an echoing curse on your target for 10 seconds that accumulates 50% of all damage and healing done to your target by the core rune. And so this is like half and half. When the curse expires, all accumulated damage or healing. Yeah, row 4 and 5 look very useful. So node 1 is like you get to pick between Void or Shadow. Row 2 is just like a passive like defensive or utility node. Row 3 now makes your row 1 leave a dot. Row 4 is just you pick a stat, and then row 5 will either amp the dot, amp the initial, or do like a mix of both. And then we also get a housing decor item. Simple. That's probably the most important part. Look at all the 5 rows. Any idea what a bonus roll is Bear Druid? I know Squish targeted the Nexus Point rings. That was like the first thing he went for. But I don't know if there's like an optimal route. I haven't looked into it. How poggable do you think Sporefall Mythic's gonna be? So from PTR and just reading the dungeon journal in general, that fight looks very easy. I would say it's about as hard as Chimeras. The real question is how hard are they gonna tune it? Because I don't know. They could make it insane. Because like on paper, like for example, Bellerin doesn't read to be super hard. And that fight was pretty hard to start. Because they just tuned everything to be like one-shots. I want to say that they will probably not do that because they marketed it as like it's supposed to be a place between heroic and mythic is what they described. Like it's flex 15 to 25. So that's pretty cool already. And I feel like if you have it at that spot, like it can't be too hard. You know? Killed heroic Lyra one time. I think I killed it twice now. Also nice. Nobody wants to pug it. I mean that might be like the hardest heroic boss of all time. I think part of the problem is it doesn't have great loot. Am I close to maxing out my praise? I think if I just do one more. I'll see if I need any of these guys. Rosalo the Breaker and Crusader Luxia Maxwell. You finally got invited to a key. It took 2 days. Oh no.
This is one of them.
Do you guys think Heroic Lyra is the hardest heroic end boss they've ever made? I feel like it's tough because it kind of requires like comms. It's like designed for a mythic guild, I feel like. Get a reroll from Rogue to DK to get into 20s. Aw. That's actually crazy because Walks is like... I feel like Walks is the only reason that like... we can do our keys. Like Walks hard carries us so hard. He beats like every DK I've ever seen. It's really RNG, but Outlaw actually is just absurd with how strong it is. Unironically, I think Triple Outlaw might actually be good because if one of them high rolls, like you just time the key. Did I say seat rings or Nexus Point rings? I said Nexus Point. That's what Squish went for. Well, don't want anything that isn't meta. Yeah. I don't know, I always find the community very silly when it comes to that stuff. Theorizing enhance for the Benchish session later. Make walk go infinite. That would probably be. My only problem with that is healing enhance. The last time I did it was very. It was very hard. And walks is also kind of squishy. And Hunter is a lot tankier than both of those. Like Hunter kind of like helps with the healing. You swap to DK because it's free, pseudo ranged, immortal through root breaks, and AMS is absurd. Yeah, I feel like I gotta level more alts before the season's over. And like pseudo gear them. Like my DK's still 80, I'm pretty sure. My rogue's like 82. Like Shadow lately, it's kind of fun. Yeah, that's normally one of my go-tos, but it's also like 80 still. Or goes getting invites at 19s outside of his comps.
Our village was raided by the Twilight's blade.
Or your DK is just breezing through Result 20.
Finish our food stores. You any good at hunting?
Yeah, that's probably a good spot. You're basically primed if you get Result 20 right now to get the 1% title. Like pretty easy. Because once you're 20 Resil, you can just kind of like get into the 21s from the power spike.
I will enjoy scrying this one. Perform for me. Slaughter them.
Twilight's blade are hiding out at Speaker's wrist. Show them how a Hashura protects Zulaman.
Assassinating the assassin. How delightfully.
Is that enough rep? Nice. We maxed out our renown. Here's our pre-mount. Nice. That's got a bunch of prey stuff. Alright, I'm gonna do some Havoc keys. I don't know how many, but maybe I'll just do like one. You did void rituals with Nox and walks for an hour. Oh, for the void core stuff? Nice. Alright, we are 273 on this guy. Unless there's anything warbound that I can like use in here. Nah.
I have many. Hold up. Wait, I might be going to a raid. I don't know.
What do you seek?
Let's see if I can power spike myself somehow. I think I can on this guy.
Good.
Okay, maybe I'm not. He's like nothing raid. Nah, they were really desperate for a spot, but I was like, I am a rat. I'm only 273. And I think they're looking for other options. This guy's actually not that badly geared if I just put time into grinding crests. Because like I have a lot of myth stuff. Like I have 3 out of 6. Like this guy could be like
This world is vast and wondrous.
like 280 pretty fast. Like I've fresh. Yeah. Just late on some crests.
Go carefully.
Catalog every newcomer. I want to know secrets among these latest arrivals.
endure.
I can't do old neighborhood quests if you didn't complete them that week. Oh. Yeah, I have this randomly here. Oh, wait, I think I got invaded. Is that what they call it in Dark Souls? And someone just like shows up in your world. Nice. You seems a few havocs. Yeah, the thing is they buffed Aldrachi, but Aldrachi's problem is like soul generation. It was never like the damage that I don't know, it just feels terrible to play. I mean, maybe the buffs were enough where it ended up being better now or something, but I feel like you just have to play Feldscard.
I greet you.
What keys am I doing? I think it's a 15 pit.
Baladash, my lord.
I think if I do this as Vengeance and set, or maybe I just do this. Set Valyria to tank. Am I looking for a DPS or a healer? I think the group's full. We were needing specifically a tank, but Salma ended up joining. I think they had a full group. They said, "Do I want a DPS or tank?" They need, and they'll plug the rest. Yeah. If you want to come tank, there is. Or well, I guess Salma ended up joining. We are full. We're waiting on our friend Rick to join. He's the last person. Outwarriors mid.
That's the best you can do. Be quiet.
Tank flare is kind of sick. Here's DPS.
This is for you. I need
Oh no, Dunktown's here. I don't think I'll finish this in time.
Need any gold? Should I even ask? One moment.
Burst is crazy. Yeah, Burst is really good. It actually was better too. They nerfed it a lot, like a month ago.
My eyes on you. I need to target something first.
Nerfed a lot. I mean, it was like giga OP at the start of this patch. All right, here, I'll just come back here and finish this later. Okay. I don't want to hold up the group. I playing? I'm gonna play the raid build. Someone got on the dagger. Yep.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh snap! You're Cody. Thanks for the 5 gifted.
You will have to make your way across this quarry on your own.
Oh, we have no damage meter. There you go. I try to act excited. I'm just an actor. I use feather on MM at all. No. Puzzle box is like insane. Dodging it? Yeah, I would say that's like a requirement. Like, you just gotta like get grinded out. Dang. I MOR'd this guy, and so it wouldn't let me click the viewed. That was unfortunate. I don't have a root break, right? I just have a snare break. You hate puzzle box? I never quite understood the puzzle box hate. I feel like it's such a short cast that I've never had it like impact me negatively. Right on tank. Can you dodge during the cast? That sounds pretty bad. Pretty sure no. I don't have in prison. Unfortunately.
Tiny creatures under feet. You bring Carver something good to eat. We'll save for snack for later.
Yeah, this fight looks really fun on Havoc. Wait.
For snack for later. Prospered. You need more. Now your bones will freeze.
Is my targeted spells in the center of my screen? Yes.
We'll save for snack for later. Prospered. You giant underrats. Please save boss. Great shame for later.
Bottom Havoc. Havoc after the buffs. Ooh. Also was playing it before the buffs. I'm also not playing what was buffed. They only buffed Eldrachi. Well, I guess they buffed everything. They buffed Death Sweep, I think.
I'm out of range.
Yeah, prove it. I actually do have a lot of logs to prove that.
Probably use these parts. Arms and legs are in short supply. Thanks for your contribution.
Bell's dead. Bell's alive.
Must not be interrupted. Take care of him. No, that one. That one. Get that one. Changed my mind. Go for that one instead. What are you attacking him for? The dangerous one is over there. Fool. Enough moving around. Hold still while I blow them all up. Don't kill me, please. I'll tell you everything.
I want to nerf Ret. Hey, Ret's kind of insane.
Nat, death
I got nerfed Dunktown.
that awaits you. Do not think that I shall permit you entry into my master's sanctum so easily. Pursue me if you dare.
He's too far away.
Pad versus pad spec showdown. Man, I'm not playing any of the pad talents though.
Heroes, to me!
Intruders have entered the Master's domain. Signal the alarms.
Heroes, we will hold off the
That's what they all say.
we can, even to our
I'm playing like the raid cleave build. You would take Glaive Tempest if you wanted big AoE. I'm actually curious what people are playing now. I don't know if anyone good actually plays Havoc. Everyone's Devourer. I gotta look. Is Shadark playing Havoc? Nice. Now I want to see what he does. I want to see if he goes like full Glaive Tempest or if he just plays more of like a Prio build.
Such a shameful display. You are better off dead.
He adjusts for his group. Top damage. The problem with Glaive Tempest is it's useless on your single target. That's my biggest problem with it. It requires 3 targets to trigger.
For now.
Snap.
We owe you our lives, our freedom. Though it be a tiny gesture in the face of this enormous debt, I pledge that from this day forth,
I like just looted a mythic one, but
path of light you cut through the shadow of this dark citadel. This day will stand as a testament.
what drops in here? Is this good loot for me?
That no foe, not even the Lich King himself, can stand when Alliance and Horde set aside their
But Eldrachi. Oh wait, that's actually kind of sick. I wonder if he was just testing it or if it's actually like good.
I could not save them. Damn you, Arthas. Damn you! The Frost Queen is gone. We must keep moving. Our objective is near.
A lot of crit haste in here. I feel like I don't care for like any of these really though. Like I kind of want the neck maybe. The MDI guy that did it was Feldscarred. That was before they just buffed Eldrachi. Like a lot of the important nodes got like 35% buffed. Did you get overall? Trying to play her yesterday? Oh, okay. Well on bosses? Well, Eldrachi doesn't particularly do great on bosses, normally. Like, it's all about the funnel. I mean, the spec that farmed me in MDI? Wait, Hawk, just the person I was looking for. What do you think of the Eldrachi buffs? think I'm saving my bonus rolls. I need to do a... Pretty garbage still. I did a little messing around with it, and the soul gen feels bad still. Like, it didn't feel like it procced enough. Even with all the extra damage it does. I think it's because they took away the soul gen from like the sigil and the stun. I feel like that's like the root of everything. Alright, we're going Skyreach. Actually, let me Hearth first. I'm gonna spend a crest. Also, Hawk, what's your opinion on Havoc builds? Have you done any research? I was playing non-Glaive Tempest. You could drop your stacks. But they last 20 seconds, right? That means you didn't proc a single soul for 20 seconds? Yeah, that is absurd. You hate Felskard, so you're disconnected? I just feel like playing Glaive Tempest makes me... I feel really bad playing it because it does nothing on pure single target. But the AoE is like very real with it. I feel like if I was playing in like a good group, I feel like I would always play it.
3, 2, 1. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
God, I'm dead. Snap? Wait, Vel's playing a real DPS spec now. Like I'm dead. Yeah, 18 Resil yesterday. You're from 12 to 18 in 2 days. You know everything that they did. Yeah, this doesn't feel the greatest. I do think Felskard is better than old Felskard though, at the very least. Because my tank is bad. I think my tank is chatting in a Twitch stream mid-key. But that is fine if it's during the boss RP spawn. I'm gonna be so sure. I guess I'm not confident. Oh my god. I almost assassinated you on accident. That's pretty funny. What's the best hunter performing spec? It is survival for keys. In raid, it could be all three of them are good, just depending on the boss fight. Oh my god. I just got assassinated. After your 3-minute timeout, welcome back. Cody, thanks for gifting us up the hawk. What is Rick? Just like never soaking. You deep breath on single target. Does anyone know if Vel deep breaths on single target or not? He's devastation. Aren't I pressing E? I don't have it. Is that in the build nowadays?
Our might rules the skies. Behold,
Not just a joke. I do wish they brought back Dual Essence Break. I feel like Havoc isn't like... I feel like the prune shouldn't have hit Havoc as hard as it did. Because in my mind, like... Havoc isn't like innately complicated. It's like the movement that's complicated. And I feel like that would be a really good spec to leave as it was. Makes me a little confused of why it like... why it got hit as hard as it did. Does anyone know? Yep. Got pruned of all of its difficulty in the Emerger tier. We have another Phoenix. It's crazy you can just glide that. How do I sim for M plus as a hunter? Is Dungeon Slice good? Dungeon Slice is not super great. I would recommend just doing like an AoE sim and then a single target sim. And then just making decisions off that. If you wanted to do like a one sim like captures everything kind of an angle, you can do MDT sims too. Those will also give you like not the most perfect data, but fine data. It's basically Dungeon Slice, but better. If you want to do MDT sims. But it does involve you going to like advanced. And you like paste the like M plus route into the footer. Alright, I'm gonna solo this orb over here. And then I'll help you guys AoE. Our chest getting wild. Really was. Alright, what's in here? I think this trinket's like okay. Let's see if anyone like looted the heroic one. Eh. I probably just bonus roll gaze and puzzle. Can I link my seat route? Yeah, sure. Let me go to 3 chests and then go to seat. And this normally kind of what we do. It just has Atli Ray written on it for some reason. Is this string gonna be too big? Yeah. Well, here, does this help? Basically, you start with this pull, we do a triple subjugator, then we do solo subjugator, then we do boss with this stuff and this stuff and this stuff. And we go out here, we go left, we fight these guys, we go right, we fight these guys, then we go down here, we fight this guy. This is like a breather pull. Then we do this pull. And then we do boss with, well, technically we do boss like this. And then we go into, these pulls look like this. Okay, then we go into there. Then we do this pull together. Why does it say Alloy? I have no idea. I think Noxiv did that, but I don't really know. And there's this one. Pull 11. You drag them over. Yeah, you pull these guys forward. So you like run them to the water. This guy will do a frontal in the circles in the water. You get him here as fast as you can. You never stop. And then you pull over here and you fight in this full spot. And do these. Then we do this. Actually, here, let me change the order. We used to do this after the boss, but now we do it first thing as soon as we get there. Because we use the RP time to swap to single target specs. Is that the monster drink girl? Yeah, that's her. I think she's there because there's like a friendly rivalry between her and Ort. And I don't know. I don't know how it exactly ended up here. Yeah, then you go here first, then you fight these, then you fight boss, and then you go here. You hit Rift Stalkers? Yeah, you can pull this Rift Stalker out if you wanted to add in like either a subjugator, which is probably easier, or the adept, which is just hard on your tank. I'm gonna go either way. You're losing time dividing the last pull.
How fare you?
Nice, my crit is getting better.
Stay.
Alright, I think we're doing another pit. Up to single target specs? Yes. Why not Devour? I'm just having fun on Havoc right now. You can play like all sorts of specs, to be honest. Oh. I swap mid dungeon. So you can hearth and then, or you can like port out of the dungeon, swap your specs, and then go back in. You skip the 2 Rift Stalkers and pull 5. Oh, I see. That would be really good. I think for safety, we should probably get rid of all of them, to be honest. I want to try Glaive
4,
Tempest for a key.
3, 2, 1. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You will have to make your way across this quarry on your own.
I feel like I'm going to do like very low boss damage, but it'll probably work itself out.
I need to target something first.
We have drums. Oh. I think I had MOR ticking from the previous pull. I was just sitting there mounted, dying. Like if you were to play Glaive Tempest somewhere, it'd be a key like this because the first boss will give you full Glaive Tempest value. Use that macro to turn on friendly gameplays, but it can conflicts with your Platinator. If you were to revert it, let me see. Is my plater profile actually on Wago? Yeah, if you just have exclamation point plater, it'll link it to you. Dang, I can't do anything right now. Let me see my macros channel. Oh, change the value from 1 to 0. That's how you would revert that. We thought, yep, no problem. It sucks getting picked up right when I want to disengage. Blade Tempest at 4% of my damage there. It's probably double dipping a little bit because it's hitting Necrolite. Havoc just a super fun spec. I've played more fun versions, but this version's not bad. I like the mobility of it a lot. It's always been like the thing that draws me to enjoy this. Oh, a 2-target boss. Your boss is gonna be bad.
Ooh, we could probably use these. Arms and legs are in short supply. Thanks for your contribution. Must not be interrupted. Ick, take care of him. No, that one. That one. Get that one. I changed my mind. Go get that one instead. What are you attacking him for? The dangerous one is over there. Ooh. Enough moving around. Hold still while I blow them all up.
You guys know melee can solo kick the fire one? I learned that one in a pug where no one kicked at all. Watch, you get it like at 0.1 every time. Now I'm all the way over here though. Oh.
Must not be interrupted. Ick, take care of him.
Death is all that awaits you.
I think season 1 Dragonflight
Permit you entry
Havoc
into my master's
would be
sanctum
peak.
so easily. Pursue me if you dare.
They just go back to that version and just never touch it again. I also would feel the same way about survival. Like if they just went back to season 1, The War Within, and just left that version permanently. Never changed it. Just left left that spec forever like that. So got you to play Serve? Yeah, that patch's iteration of Serve was insane. And if anyone played Havoc in season 1 of Dragonflight, I really liked that version too. I feel like it had all the nuances that I liked. But it was also like pretty simple to understand. It's hard to make a class that is like that, I think. I feel like they kind of nailed it. Like, you know what you gotta do big damn. But executing is kind of hard. I feel like that's kind of a good spot to be in. You wouldn't mind Old Bomb? Season 3. EF service fun? For no reason. Shadowlands. Oh, okay. Yeah, that version was like, I don't know. If you ever do big damage, it's kind of fun. But like, I feel like the actual rotation was kind of meh. Like, I don't like it when your rotation devolves into like, let's hit one button. You know? That always like... It's the same thing with Dark Ranger BM last season. I didn't really like that version of Hunter. It was fun because it did Giga Dam, but like if you break it down, it wasn't very interesting. Because you could boil it down to just hit Black Arrow. That was all it was.
Your survival wasn't necessary.
Oh my god, I got rezzed. I'm a blemish on this 15 pit. I'm our only death. We were almost flawless.
Heroes, to me!
Intruders have entered the Master's domain. Signal the alarms.
Heroes, we will hold off the undead as long as we can, even to our dying breath. Deal with the Scourge Lord.
Season 3 Shadowlands Asher was actually fun. I didn't like that one. That's like another like perfect example of what I don't really like. If the spec can boil down to hit rain of fire, like that's the exact version I don't really like. The one thing I do like about that one more than the Shadowlands survival rotation is like at least Rain of Fire, you would like stun when you dropped your blasphemies. That was kind of cool. When a utility is tied to it, that's nice. Oh my god, Val, it's so funny. Yeah, so this knocks you backwards to where you're facing at all times. So if you wanted to, you could always just like bounce away from whatever you're doing. Ooh, a cat charge. Let's say I have 3 void shards now. I don't have anything to spend them on though. Like I have 1 warglaive. I upgraded that.
This day will stand as a testament not only to your valor, but to the fact that no foe, not even the Lich King himself, can stand when Alliance and Horde set aside their differences and...
No! You monster! I could not save them. Damn you, Arthas. Damn you! The Frost Queen is gone. We must keep moving. Our objective is near.
Oh wait. I can reroll my spire too. I also got a...
There is much to be done. Fast.
I have an extended supply of goods for Outlanders.
Hope you find lots of treasure.
Let's lower my key to 12. Okay, I don't really like this build. I'm working on this build. This build's more fun. I have old overalls. I don't. I don't care enough to look, but maybe I could. Ooh, if I loot a puzzle box, then I can upgrade it with my new void cores I'm about to get.
It is too far away.
Oh yeah, I never bought flasks. I feel like a crit flask would go a long way. I'm trying to gauge like how strong my character is. Like not having puzzle boxes is pretty big. Because my burst is like insane.